Yeah, hey, so this is, as the title suggests, just a talk video. So you won't be seeing much of RC cars racing around or anything. You'll just see me and you'll hear me babbling a lot. So I have a few things that I have wanted to say for a long time, and then there's some things that have just come up right now that I just wanna, yeah, let's go for it. So I wrote down sort of like 5 little topics, big topics or little topics, whatever. So what I'd like to go through is CW-01 challenge. That's why we have this one in front of me. Then I would like to really talk to you about the radio control car community here on YouTube and elsewhere, and just thank people for, first of all, watching and just commenting and being who you are. You know who you are, all of you. So that's that. A little bit about my top force, which isn't progressing that much because of this and other factors. My HBX Ratchet, a little bit more in the HBX realm. So there's a Eachine box of RC car there also. Let's get started on the big topic. You know, the CW-01. It's a Lunchbox. This is a Camtech Lexan body. Obviously not painted yet, but will be hopefully at some point. So the point is that this is supposed to go fast, and it's not just something I came up with. It was a video I saw on the internet on YouTube from Poor Boys RC. Phil is this guy's name. He's in Canada, and he's quite big in this community. So you probably know him. You've probably seen his video. But if you haven't, then this is my entry to it, and this is also my way of saying, yeah, Phil, challenge accepted. Check this out. Yeah, that's me winning the challenge right there. Obviously not yet, but I'll give it a shot. And if I have to be honest, I don't expect to win. I've seen a few Phil's own entry, and then there's this guy Bryce who's really methodical. I'll put links in the text below. There might be a lot of text, lots of talk, lots of text. It's your time that I'm taking. Right, so what I've done to try to make this one get to the point where I can drive it fast. Let's start in the front. So actually, I have an attempt to make a double wishbone suspension. So as you see, the wheel hub will actually go parallel to the upright of the body. Whatever, you see what I mean. These are TTO2B parts that I have used. Some of them are actually taken off my TTO2B because they were retired. Some of it I had to buy. The actual A-arms here, sorry it's black, it's really not that easy to see, but I'm just illustrating anyway. There will be more detail later. These are just some sheet of nylon, some 6mm nylon that I've been cutting out and making. As you may be able to see, those who know the Lunchbox and know this chassis well, I have also attempted to lengthen the wheelbase a little bit in the front. I've never seen a Lunchbox in real life, or any of them, CW-01s, so I don't really have a baseline, but I think I'm a couple of centimeters further ahead here. The rear is another complete different story. You see in the videos that people say, okay, there's a chassis slap. And that's very obvious. Every time something happens here in the rear, it'll just clatter like this, because the rear suspension was just crap from the factory, the way it's built. So what they do is they either put an extra shock here. You can put a fish wire to actually hold this from, prevent it from moving, or you can mount a little mount here, or easier than that, you can actually just cable tie the pivot point and cable tie it here, and then it'll force it to move more sideways and be better. The suggestion, which hasn't been that much up in the media, is replacing these two braces here. They're not braces, they're these two parts here, and put some that are actually longer. Third-party places are selling those on the internet. They're expensive, but the other reason I don't want to buy those is if I make my own of these, what I can do is not only lengthen the wheelbase, but I can actually bring the rear, bring it further up. Maybe the shocks might be too long, I don't know. But anyway, that'll lower everything down, because it's supposed to be a speed runner, you know. The only important thing is to keep the nose slightly further down than the rear. The gearbox, the differential is very loose. What I learned is maybe they want to lock it, or definitely make it stiffer. I forgot a little pin inside because I don't have all parts. It wasn't a kit, so I forgot a little tiny part that's actually holding the differential together. Otherwise, it might wobble. The other thing is, you'll notice that the motor, it's a 550 from Holmes. It's the fastest I think I have, unless it has to be brushless, which it isn't. So it's straight on the gearbox. There's not this motor plate adapter thing. That meant that there's a pinion gear going straight onto the spur gear. This is a 17 tooth, and as far as I understood from another video from Bryce, is that it's supposed to be an 18 tooth. And if I put a 17 and the mesh is not right, then I'll just strip everything. Aluminium against plastic, it's usually not a good idea. So I'll get myself a steel 18 tooth. So yeah, there's a lot going on. It's really far from complete, but I just wanted to get this out and say, hey, I'm in this game and I would like to participate. I would like to win, but I'm not. I'm really not. It's just, I'm there to participate, and I can tell you I have been painting this one in my head 1,600 times by now. It's cool. It's cool, definitely. It's cool already, like this. So that's that. I'll put some links in the description for all of that. And if you see this and you haven't seen the original video for this, then you do now. Yeah. And that ties into the next topic, which I don't need to hold anything in my hands for. I just need to look at you and be sincere. I am amazed by joining this radio controlled car community on YouTube. Maybe it's like a couple of years ago, that it was just before the pandemic. I bought a couple of radio controlled cars and I started playing with them and researching about them, and then that meant watching some videos. Then I found out that Tamiya is still around, and I bought some Tamiyas and researched them. And I started watching videos that are more in line with what I feel is my niche of this funny hobby pastime thing. So yeah, I started watching a lot of Mark Bryan videos, and at some point I had built a DF03 and he was building a DF03. I said, Mark, hey, I made a video, check it out. And that's what I've been doing a lot, quite much with people. I've been saying, hey, you should see my videos also, and some of them are actually. So So there's even people watching this, which I'm amazed about. I hope it's entertaining, and I hope it's of any sort of help for anyone who's either researching this RC car and thinking, okay, I wonder if this is something for me. Then I hope it's helpful. But yeah, I'm amazed by all these people who are watching each other's videos, and they're commenting nicely, and just it's just a really, really amazing community. And thanks for letting me join, because it's hard to believe that, you know, how can there be space for one more? How can there be space for more people sending out videos with little plastic cars? You know, it's flooded with it. Yeah. So thanks for letting me join that fun. Yeah. Moving on to my top force, which is really, as you see, hasn't progressed that far. But the chassis plate, for example, it's hand cut out, well, with an angle grinder, obviously, and some other power tools, but that's messy. So, and the rear gearbox with a fancy motor, brushless, and aluminium stuff on it. So I'm actually really proud of this, and yeah, we let's go back to why this one's before that one. I actually want to play a little piece of video with permission. So
I hope it's not too late with questions. Should I build that lunchbox that I got sometime soon? Yes. Why are you waiting? It's a lunchbox. They're awesome and fun and just, you know, a giant stress relief. I actually want to start building my top force. Should I get started on that? No. Build the lunchbox first. Have your happy toy. Was this what you meant? Can I ask anything? But yeah, you did. So good job.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So that was kind of awkward. I was just sitting and pretending, because it wasn't there when I was filming it. It was put there when I was editing it, the video. That's how it works. That's the magic of YouTube. That's the magic of Addam, the Oracle. He says, ask me anything. And I say, all right, can I ask you advice? He says, yeah, sure. I'll give you advice. Build the lunchbox. And then comes the speed challenge. That's why we're here. The other reason why we're here is I'd like to advertise a little bit, because I just did a video for this one. It's not up yet. I was traveling and I had this with me, the HBX Ratchet with me in the suitcase, and I had a good time with it. Lots of fun, and I videotaped it. So watch out for that one also. It's on its way. Bringing in another HBX. It's got it here. This is the 16th scale. It's one of those little bashers that's really, really great fun, you know, and basically all locations. You can just take this out and have a blast with it. What I've been saying sometimes when I comment on other ones, I say, nope, I have one. I have one, I don't need another. There. I lied. So suddenly this has actually become an unboxing. I was planning to show you this also. It came in with a post just the other day, so it is. I've had it open before, but it is actually an unboxing, and it's brand new. And it's a one of these. Let's turn it around. Yeah, there we have it. Yeah, those are the things that come with it. It has a wing on it, and it's a cool little boogie. Let's get the box away. There's probably a transmitter in there. That's what they usually come with. So check this out. These are the I checked this. They're sort of the same, but they're also a little bit different. This one sits lower. It's got smaller wheels. It's narrower, and it's got little tiny bit longer wheelbase. So what the internet told me was that this one is this one. But seriously, if you look at it, it is just It's just almost that. It's this. So this is not. It's not their parts that they've put over here. They've just made something that looks incredibly much like it. And if you have a look, it's mirrored. So if somebody comes and says, "Hey, you copied ours," they say, "Nope, we mirrored it. It's different." But hey, come on, it's likely that some of these components are the same. To be honest, I think the motor looks bigger on this one. This one has some of the upgrades that this one didn't have, because this one just didn't come with them. This one comes with these metal parts. And I'm not sure if metal shock towers are better than plastic when it's this kind of plastic and this kind of usage for them. But anyway. So yeah, I think those were the topics. Those were the things that we like to look at. This one's coming up at some point. But like I said, the Lunchbox is definitely the challenge that we're up for. Can't actually remember. Did I mention that that I'm running it on the stock wheels, which is a lie because they're actually coming from a G6-01, which is also why I need the TT-02B parts. But then I have these racing wheels. They're from the Inferno. I have some video footage, so I'll try on these. But if that doesn't go very well, because these are not created for speed, then I'm gonna have to figure out something with these. And I have some adapters. I have some adapters somewhere for them. It's a mess. Sorry about that. I think the video became actually quite long now. I have no idea how long I've been rambling on, but I think it's enough for you, enough for me. Thanks for watching.